we found the original renders of all of the cinematics that were at 1080p already, and so we were able to up-res those and recompress them, so you're going to see the pre-rendered cinematics way better than you've ever seen them before.
This weekend, people took their frustrations on Warcraft III Reforged to the next level. On Metacritic, the game now has the lowest user score at 0.5 over 10, overwhelming dislike. So just a quick recap of what happened last week. Warcraft III Reforged was a complete disaster. Here we have Blizzard releasing a half-baked game just for the sake of releasing it. A large majority of players vehemently voiced their frustrations because of the multiple issues of the game. So we have issues ranging from watered-down graphics and animations, buggy UI, removal of competitive ladder and custom campaigns, false cutscene enhancements where on Warcraft's website it's advertised as 4+ hours of reforged in-game cutscenes. Plus, you add in the merging of the old with the new client, so now everyone's experiencing reforged problems. You can check out the video I made about this in the description below. On top of that, Blizzard reportedly put down the ban hammer for people who have been helping others with their refunds and, well, for other nonsensical reasons. Here we have Hidden Pants from the Blizzard forum saying, "So for helping people, finding refund option makes you get a 2-week ban? Wow. Talk about they made a bad game and need to silence people. Main account is banned for 2 weeks. There's also Mirror, who was refused a refund for having too much playtime, even if he or she has not loaded the game. This weekend, I had Warcraft III Reforged refunded in less than a minute. My concern here was that I pre-ordered the game years back, and so I might not get the refund even if I haven't touched it nor download the game just yet. Thankfully, my refund was automatically processed. The message that I received through email was, "Your refund is on the way. Blizzard customer support has refunded 1 or more items from your order. The refund will be issued to your original method of payment and should be available within 1 week." The automatic refund process is successfully working for players regardless of their playtime, which is good news. This is great consolation given how terrible the game is. Lacking certain features and not being able to play the old client are not what fans deserve, especially since they've been promised otherwise. Reddit user Chronic LTD posted, "I think word should go out to everyone everywhere. Blizzard is giving out automatic refunds for Warcraft III Reforged now. I pre-ordered the game in December 2018, played a bit through beta, maybe like 10 to 15 hours, and after release, I also played around 5+ hours. I refunded the game a few minutes ago within 1 minute, automatically." This is good news, but we also have to remember that this refund situation is sad, because it should never have reached this boiling point to begin with. If Blizzard just rescheduled the release of Warcraft III Reforged and fixed the game, then we wouldn't have been in this situation in the first place. Today, Blizzard finally released an update on the state of Warcraft III Reforged. We've been following the discussions the past couple days and want to thank you for your feedback as well as your support. First off, we want to say we're sorry to those of you who didn't have the experience you wanted, and we'd like to share our plans for what's coming next. We're sorry to those of you who didn't have the experience you wanted. This statement strikes me as if it's the player's fault for not enjoying Reforged, when in fact, Blizzard advertised this game much differently than how it was released. It's the type of apology where you say, "I'm sorry you feel this way," but no other parts of this update indicate that Blizzard is sincerely apologizing for the jarring Reforged experience. We've seen time and time again in the last few years how Blizzard is not apologizing for their actions or taking enough responsibility for what they've done. Now, in the case of Reforged, a lot of the promised features are just not there. In relation to the supposedly 4+ hours of in-game cutscenes, they said, related to that, as we talked about last year at BlizzCon, we did not want the in-game cutscenes to steer too far from the original game. We went a little deeper into the thought process behind that at the show, but the main takeaway is that the campaigns tell one of the classic stories in Warcraft history, and we want to preserve the true spirit of Warcraft 3 and allow players to relive these unforgettable moments as they were, albeit rebuilt with new animations and the higher fidelity art. Up until now, Reforged cutscenes are still a selling point in their website, which is absurd. Where are the new animations and high fidelity art that you're talking about? Preserving the true spirit of Warcraft 3 also means having the older client available for everyone. If Blizzard can't do their job in properly remastering a classic and one of the best games ever, then why remaster it at all? Good things that I can see from this update are fixing visual issues when selecting the classic mode, along with bugs involving colors, shading, animations, leaderboards, and clans. The patch is expected to come out late this week. Blizzard ends their statement with, "We know this update doesn't address all questions, but we're committed to the development and support of this game. We hope you'll keep an eye out for this week's patch and future updates, and let us know what you think as we continue fine-tuning things. Until then, thank you as always for your support and passion for Warcraft 3. We appreciate all your feedback and will continue to keep the Warcraft 3 community updated on everything we're working on." In the first place, this fiasco shouldn't have happened. We're not sure how we got to this point, since Blizzard used to release good quality games, going so far as canceling games that do not meet their standards. Despite these issues, we're still curious as to how Blizzard can improve Reforged as well as the other games in their pipeline. Now the question is, how will Blizzard save the relationship with their fans? I'm Wisa, and that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notifications bell for updates on the channel. I'll be back this week for more game news. Hope you have a great day ahead.